How's it going, guys? This is Avollon, and welcome back to Avollon's World. It's almost been a year, but hey, we're here, and that's what matters. I'm going to start off by going to sleep, and I'm going to discuss some things that went down in the past year, things that have happened, things that have changed, and go from there. So first off, I think the most important thing to say is why haven't I recorded? There was one reason, and that is I went to record the next episode. For some reason, my game sound was like very echoey. It would play double the sound. It sounded like you were in a tunnel. I had no idea why. I updated my drivers, and after that, it just completely like messed with the system. So it did that for a while. I had no idea how to fix it. I think I tried fixing the drivers and reinstalling them. Didn't do anything. So yeah, that was a problem. Or I would have started recording this episode like 11 months ago at this point already, so I mean, yeah, a little bit of a problem there. But with that aside, I've done some stuff in between episodes. Hopefully, it's only taken 11 months. We've built this staircase to get up to our new area that we went to in the end of the last episode. And it's just literally a staircase. It takes a whole bunch of dark oak. It's nothing too fancy or complex. There's a lot of dark oak in it, but it works, gets the job done, and brings us up here to a new path. And if we go around this path, which I don't think I built any of this. Again, I kind of forget. We've got our netherwort tower. Now it's an actual tower. And you might be thinking, if you watched the last episode, this isn't the same thing that was at the end of the last episode. And you are right. I went through 2 or 3 different designs trying to get an AFK version of the netherwort farm to work, and it wouldn't. The one that I had at the end of the last episode, it wouldn't track right. It wouldn't track the growth stages right, so it would get stuck right before it was going to break. It would be fully grown, so it would never update again. Tried adding the clock to that, and it didn't work. I tried making a rail one, which you would go back and forth on a rail and move and harvest them and break it every so often. It worked, but didn't yield the amount of netherwort I wanted, so I went with one of the designs I've used before, and I'm pretty sure Exuma made a tutorial on this. I'm not quite sure, it's been a while since I've watched it. I rebuilt this off of one of my old worlds, so I don't really know. I only had 3 layers of my old world, now I have 4, and it yields about a stack of netherwort blocks per harvest, plus everything you need to replant, so it should give me a good amount of netherwort for what I need. So over here, you can see a beacon beam blocking me, but there's a simple little tree farm over there. I'm going to do a fancy jump over here and hopefully not die. It's one of the things I used to get over here real quick. Hopefully it'll work. Yep, okay, it still works. I have a tree farm over here. There's a simple place where I can plop down some trees and whatnot and grow them, since they changed it. Now podzol grows with spruce trees, and spruce trees are my main way of wood, so it's kind of gonna like infect the entire area, and I don't want to change everything to podzol so far. Not yet. So this is where I grow my trees, but it's not exactly in the best place. I don't know when I built this. It had to be sometime after 1.14, but yeah. Over here we've got a beacon. Built that. We didn't build it. We fought the fither? The fither. Yes, the fither. The wither. We fought the wither at the beginning of last episode, and we got our beacon. I don't think I might have constructed the beacon, but we definitely didn't build the beacon base at the end of the last episode. What is... Okay, that's just grass. Okay, I thought that was something else. There's a zombie over there holding rotten flesh. Don't know how it happened, but hey. Now he's stuck over there unless I go over there. So, beacon's here because this gold block right here, ow, actually is inside of a slime chunk. I put this gold block here to mark it so I wouldn't forget. And that's what we were going to do this episode, but now it's just a talky explanation type video because I've got some explaining to do. So the slime farm will be built in future upcoming video, we'll build a slime farm, and we'll build a little place for the drops and whatnot right here, hopefully. And then there's a whole bunch of different other projects I have planned out around the area. Around the mow, I made it. So, other thing, I died in game. It wasn't fun. It was during a thunderstorm, and I was out hunting charged creepers, and it really didn't go well for me. Just like that couldn't have gone well for me. I could have landed on a pufferfish. I was gonna watch out for that little dude. If we go over here, you can see some freaking creeper explosions. You also see some podzol. You know why I built a spot to grow trees. But over here there's some holes, which we'll have to fix eventually, but these are charged creeper explosions. So, kind of had to run in with a couple of them. Last episode you seen I had the zombie and creeper head, I think. I could not get the skeleton because they like to stray, and it would not freaking stop moving. And well, over here, I have a screenshot and I'll overlay it on screen. I blew up. Creeper blew me up. I don't know if it was regular creeper or charged creeper, I forget at this time. I know I didn't lose anything. I still got all my tools and everything, so we're all good there. It's just kind of, I died. It was the first death of the series, so something significant. I might eventually make like a graveyard or something where we can, put our deaths in there, which I think that'll be a really cool project. It would have been a cool project for Halloween, but unfortunately that's not coming around for a while. I don't think I'll wait that long to do a project like that, so we might do that in the near future as well. A nice little just fun memento type project where you can categorize, that's the right word, your deaths and whatnot. So other than that, we've done a couple other things. Gringo. Turtles like to keep getting stuck in here for some reason. I don't know why. They destroyed some of my crops and whatnot. I don't know why they keep getting stuck in there. Turtles are just getting stuck everywhere. The dolphin pipeline here stopped working in between 1.13 and 1.14. They changed it where you have to be in the same water as the dolphin, not in water with a dolphin nearby. So I had to change it where our water is connecting, which was difficult to do considering a dolphin needs water and air to live in that little space. And I didn't want to make the boxes any bigger because look at that one, that's already way too bulky for my liking. So what I did is I just waterlogged the slab, and it somehow counts, which I'm glad because I really like the dolphin pipeline. Except this front one here, which is underneath here, wouldn't stay alive. It wouldn't. I don't know if it despawned, if it died of suffocation, but it's still here, and the dolphin pipeline works just fine. I'm really glad it does, because this is really cool and a really fast way to get over to our cave spider farm, which I built a couple episodes back. So it still works fine. As you can see, there's dark prismarine slabs every so often. That's where the dolphins are. And yeah, this was built a year ago. Only 2 episodes ago. Really wish I would have stuck around and recorded a little bit more, but hey, I'm back for now. Hopefully for a long time. What else is there? So we have the slime farm we're going to do in the near future. Another thing is I have about the next 10 or so episodes planned out. Episode titles and what I want to get accomplished in them. If you come over in my ship over here and come and check this chest, you see I have exactly 12 ender pearls. I don't know if the stronghold has one in it or not, but I have 12. I have enough to go to the end, and I could do that next episode, but I'm not going to. See, back when the elytra was first introduced, and then in my world, I went ahead and got it. I didn't have an excellent source of paper or gunpowder, so I'd always be running out of rockets. I would just have an elytra, and that would be that. I wouldn't be able to fly. I think in the beginning, though, I only had the bow, but I still didn't have rockets by the time that was introduced. So now, I like to always have a witch farm and a sugarcane farm built up before I go to the end. And besides, I don't actually have a house. So there's a couple things I want to get done before going to the end, but that will be in the coming episodes. Hopefully it's by the end of the month. With things that happen and whatnot. That's another thing I didn't talk about. With things that went on and whatnot, it really limits how I can record. I got a new microphone that hopefully doesn't pick up as much background noise, so I should have a wider range to record, which means I should be able to record more often and get more episodes out more frequently. I'm aiming for still like one a week, something like that, maybe 2 a week, depending on what type of episode it is, but I still want to get a lot accomplished in an episode. Maybe not as much as I did. Building a ship in a dock in the same episode was a lot, kind of, but kind of necessary. So, and I mean, we built a cactus farm and a kelp farm and decorated everything. So, I mean, there's a lot of big projects we probably could have split off into 2 episodes, and I might do that. Try to get a lot more episodes out, but I like quality over quantity, so we'll focus on that. For here, I don't think I showed this yet. I built this little path, I extended it. Hey, zombie. Whoa! Calling in your reinforcements already, dude. You knew you were screwed the moment you saw me. I built this little, like, boardwalk type thing over here to one of the other portals. I built this up. Nothing too fancy. Oh, that's a skeleton. I'm gonna stay away from you. But we have sheep over here, and over there we've got cows. So I've just been breeding them up because I was still eating baked potatoes, and I wanted a different food source. So eventually we'll make probably a cow farm. And the sheep farm, we're going to make one of those fancy automatic shearing, self-shearing. I don't know what they're called. I've never built one. It's real simple. I watched Cub Fan's video, and I probably actually have almost enough sheep for that, so I'll probably end up buying it. I hear you. Where are you? Haha, get wrecked. So I'll probably end up doing that in a future episode too. But that is not in the 10 episode plan thing that I got going. I've got a lot of things I want to accomplish. Next episode, I want to do a pillager raid. I found a village and a pillager outpost that are pretty close together, which eventually I'm going to renovate the village, and then I'm going to build like a pillager bad omen farm or something at the outpost so I can do some raids if I want to. That guy is still following me. What? How are you tracking? Is this the same dude I just shot? It can't be. He's still... Okay. Alright. Alright, there we go. No. Alright, well, he tracked me from 10 miles away. So yeah, oh, there's a zombie villager. Is he a blacksmith? It looks like a blacksmith. So anyway, that's the plans. I've got a whole bunch of different plans. Witch farm, sugarcane farm, the end coming up too. So there's that. I'm going to do a pillager raid next episode. We got the slime farm to build. So we've got a whole bunch of projects and a whole bunch of free time. So we're going to get crack-a-lackin'. And I will see you guys in the next episode where we're going to save a village. Where we forcibly bring pillagers. I still don't understand they call you the hero, but you're the one that technically started the raid. They don't need to know that. So, I'll be back in the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I know it's more kind of like a talking episode. But hey, every now and then we need some, and there's a lot of things to discuss. Our first death, and, future plans, where I've been, stuff I've done, etc. So, from here on out, hopefully it'll be a lot more frequent. Like I said, I got a better microphone, which means less background noise, which means more recording time, which means more stuff getting done. I'm really into Minecraft right now. I play a couple other games on the side, so, I won't be doing all Minecraft, but I don't want to burn myself out again and whatnot. but I have a lot of ideas. 1.16's first snapshot came out last week, and it looks amazing. Can't wait for that. Speaking of which, before we go, I want to talk about that. I completely forgot about that. With 1.16, we actually started another hub, and I would have made another hub probably in like episode 10 or 11. And that's why I needed another wart farm. That's why we built it. But now, one of the things I'm going to wait for, I'm not going to build it yet, because if they don't update the height, because right now the nether only goes from Y whatever to Y128. That's where the bedrock ceiling is. Then you have 128 blocks in the roof of the nether that are just empty, that they aren't being used right now. And since this is the nether update, I would think they would update the elevation, you know? I would think they would. However, I'm not quite sure. I mean, we've only had one episode. You have one snapshot so far. So a lot of things can change yet. But I think it would be really cool if we had new terrain generation, since there's nothing really built up in the nether except for what I started for the nether hub here. It'd be really cool to just wipe the nether, delete all the files and whatnot, so we have a new fresh 1.16 nether. And then I'll build a nice hub down below here, which is just a death sentence at this point. I loaded up this world, and not this world, but a backup, or recreated. I didn't load up a backup. I recreated this world seed in the new snapshot and came over to my area, built a portal, and figured out what kind of area would be under here to see if that was a viable option. And we're actually like in a soul sand valley and a crimson forest, and it's really cool. So we'll probably end up switching that around. And again, things could change, because right now we only got 3 biomes, and if I'm correct on this, I think there might be more biomes added. So the one thing that will play a factor, and if we go ahead and finish this nether hub, is if they change this bedrock ceiling. If they update it so the nether goes from Y0 to Y256, I'll keep this nether and I'll build this hub, because I want to build a gold farm. That's going to be really important. If they don't update the elevation, I will go ahead and wipe the nether. I won't have any problem with it. I don't have too much spent in this. There's not too many nether portals that I have built up that I can just easily fix. I don't have tunnels or anything. And we can go from there. Man, you are loud. And that ghast is loud. So that's where it's going to depend what they do there. But I will catch you guys in the next episode. Make sure to like and subscribe, you know. Don't miss out on any of the videos, because I don't have a set schedule when they will come out. So you gotta, you know, make sure you stay tuned and keep yourself ready for the next video to come out. Like I said, I want to try to do 1 a week, if not 2. So without further ado, I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Sorry about that guest. Did not think of that.